You guys, I was literally just walking and a man came up and punched me in the face.
So apparently women are getting punched in the face in New York City, and this is nothing new. What? So this all started when this TikTok was posted on March 25th.
You guys, I was literally just walking and a man came up and punched me in the face. Oh my God, it hurts so bad. I can't even talk. Literally, I fell to the ground and now this giant goose egg is forming and I'm like, oh my God, it looks so crazy.
Yeah, so she got just decked in the face for no reason, I guess because she wasn't aware of her surroundings. She was looking at her phone the whole time. And this started the TikTok algorithm of making that video blow up. And other women who had it happen to them recently made videos sharing their story as well. And also some people who, maybe it wasn't recent, maybe it happened a couple years ago, a couple months ago, whatever. But they also talked about their experience because apparently it's nothing new. Some other examples include...
Get ready with me while I tell you guys the story of how I got punched my first week living in New York City.
Her first week there, she gets punched. I would take that as a sign of the universe to leave immediately. That's crazy.
So as we continue down 14th Street walking west, he starts to get closer and closer. And when he's about 10 feet behind me, I spot a Subway sandwich. I saw 3 men and there was 2 men behind the counter and I said, okay, there's people here. So I told my friend, let's go in the Subway sandwich. I don't feel safe. So at this point, the man was so close behind me that by the time I got to the front of the Subway sandwich, the man was already inside of the Subway. So I quickly whisper to the Subway sandwich front desk employee and I say, I think this man is following me. I need your help. Please help me. And he looked at me like I had just told him the fucking world was gonna end tomorrow. So I go to one of the men that's sitting at the Subway sandwich, eating a sandwich at 6:20 in the morning. Why? We don't know. And I stand behind him. He packs up his sandwich, gets out of there. Okay, I have 2 more. Go to the other man, stand behind him. He packs up his sandwich and leaves. Goldilocks here. Go to the 3rd one. Hey, standing behind you, this man is fucking creepy. Like, help me. Packs up his sandwich, leaves. So now I'm pinned up against the wall and this man comes in and he's right in front of me. So he looks at me and he says, let's take this outside. So the man proceeds to spit in my face and is screaming at me and says, take it outside, take it outside. And I'm like, at this point, so fucking scared. I don't know what to do. I look at the Subway sandwich man. He is doing nothing, literally nothing. Didn't have a phone in his hand to call 911, nothing. So for about 2 minutes, this man is like right above me, this close to my face, spitting on me, and nobody's helping me. And so I'm like, you know what? Maybe I will go outside because at least I can fucking run. So against everybody's advice, I went outside and I tried to run. And before I could run, this man pushed me up against the Subway sandwich window and punched me in the face. And I lost these 2 teeth.
Punched her hard enough that she lost teeth. Now that TikTok is really long, so I did cut out a lot of the middle parts, but you get the point. She got punched in New York her first week there hard enough, she lost teeth.
I was assaulted by a man in New York City a couple hours ago. This was totally unprovoked. I literally had never seen, made eye contact, or even looked at this person until after they attacked me. I was hit in the head forcefully. It felt like a blunt object. I turn around and this man is still holding his fist out, extended towards me, looking at me dead in the face, and started coming at me like he would not leave me alone. There were other people on the sidewalk, and thankfully people were starting to step in or notice what was going on, but I started yelling for help. I started yelling at him, saying like, what the hell are you doing? Get away from me. And he just kept coming at me to the point where I was dodging in between people to get this man to just like leave me alone. It is absolutely horrifying, and I can't believe that I'm not the only one that's experienced this.
Her point specifically, I can't believe I'm not the only one that's experienced this, because she's so right. It is so bizarre that men are just punching someone in the face and then that's it. They just leave. You never hear about them again. Who knows? And it's happened to multiple women. This definitely seems like a very one-off, very unfortunate scenario. And yet so many women are like, oh, that's happened to me. Oh, that's happened to me. Oh, that happened to me a few years ago. Oh, that happened just a couple months ago. Oh, that happened to me today. Like, what? And there's no way that every single one of these women is due to the same dude. No way. Now, granted, I'm sure some of these dudes have done it multiple times, but there's no way that every single one of these stories is the same dude. Multiple guys are just like, yep, today I'm gonna walk down the street and just pick someone and punch them in the face. And then, because the algorithm did its thing, so everybody was seeing this on their For You page, other women in New York City, same as that woman, saw somebody who matched the description and was like, all right, I'm out. Potentially save themselves from also getting punched, because apparently it's that big of a problem.
Oh my actual God, I literally just got punched in the face by a homeless man. Like, literally walking to the gym. Okay, I'm not even kidding. Today, a homeless man, 50 years old, just absolutely slugged me in the face. Like, punched me so hard. I'm bruised on the side. They ended up calling an ambulance when the police came. Literally, as soon as they came, they were like, do you want to get in the back of the car and go try to find this guy? They like threw on their sirens. We ran around all of Soho. It was actually kind of fun. Yeah. And like, again, there wasn't like major bruising, but they insisted that we get like an ambulance for the report. So we did.
At least in her scenario, the police were super helpful and helped her try to find the guy, but it's also probably so difficult on their end to find these dudes because, I mean, New York City is huge, and apparently these guys just run up, slug someone in the face, and then they're gone. How would you even go about finding that person? And again, other women now aware of it are trying to be vigilant. They're taking off their headphones. They're not on their phone looking at the ground. They're being very aware of their surroundings, but it's just sad that they basically are forced to do that.
So I just got punched in the face walking home.
So I'm so sorry to this girl because the same thing literally happened to me, I want to say like a week and a half ago. This guy who I think he was either on crack or on drugs or something, because I knew he was coming from like a street down. I've been through situations like this before, so I decided like whatever, just like don't look him in the face and just keep looking down at my phone. And he looks at me and he's like, I think he yelled something along the lines of, you stupid something, stop staring at me, whatever. This is the indication of him like not being fully sane. And he proceeds to like jump at me, and that's when I like moved out of the way, and he ended up punching me really, really hard, like in this area.
And same with her story. She's also like, oh, this is a thing that has happened to other women. This isn't a one-off thing that has only happened to me. Apparently not. Apparently women need to just be vigilant in New York City. Otherwise, there's a chance you're gonna get slugged.
I'm literally trying not to cry, but like, I just realized I was part of a group of women that got punched. Today, before work, I went to, I think, NoHo. I went to go get a water bottle that was trending on TikTok for my friend's birthday. And, you know, anyone who's been to New York City, using the GPS is like so bad. You like can't see what direction, like you don't know where you are. So I was looking down at my phone trying to figure out what direction was like the water bottle store. So I'm looking at my phone like this, trying to like figure out what direction I should go, when I hear someone go, excuse me, and I just sidestepped to the furthest side of the sidewalk I could go, because in my head I was like, oh, maybe I'm in the way, but also like I don't want to talk to no one, so I'm gonna move out of the way. And I move out of the way, right? And I'm expecting someone to walk past me or something, but instead of someone walking past me, I see someone walk next to me, and like I'm aware enough to know to be like, what the heck are you doing? And as I turn to look, I see this man with his fist up ready to swing, and I'm like, what the frick? So instantly I went like this, and he hit me square in the arm because I think he was trying to hit me in the face.
At least for her, she had enough time to back away, so only her arm got punched instead of her face. But still, how are so many similar scenarios coming out? How is this a thing?
YC is not safe. A random grown man just punched me in my face.
He's trying to talk to me. He was on my ass. He literally speeds up from behind me just to walk slow in front of me. And I'm tall, so I stride when I walk. So he steps on my feet from the front. And he literally turns around and says to me, "Don't step on my feet, bitch." Y'all, I'm eating a burger, walking, and I stop eating my burger like, what? Sir, you literally just walked from behind me to come in front of me to tell me don't stop. He's telling me how he beat up bitches like me, don't do it again. And I'm smiling like I'm eating my burger. I didn't think nothing serious. I'm like, why would you want to hit me? That's feminine energy. You're a boy. I'm a girl. Like, those are literally the words that I said. And then he goes and literally walks up to the guy that was like literally 10 footsteps away. And he's like, "Yo, bro, this your bitch?" And then he says no. And he comes back to me. He's just like, "Yeah, call me feminine again." And I'm like, it is kind of feminine that you want to hit me.
Demons are
really
real.
Punched me in my shit.
There are just so many women that have gotten on TikTok to share their story, and they all are so similar, and these women are now traumatized that they weren't aware of their surroundings enough, that now they got punched in the face, and now anytime they're out on the sidewalk or something, they're always gonna think of like, I need to be aware, as if it was their fault that they got punched, as if like, well, you weren't aware of your surroundings, so therefore like you're gonna get punched. No, that shouldn't be how that works. I mean, everybody should be aware of their surroundings, but if you're not, that doesn't mean somebody just gets to deck you for no reason. Like, hello? Now, in terms of the first girl, the very first TikTok that basically set off this trend, using the word trend in this case sounds so horrible, but it feels like that's what it is. And I hope it's something that fades away and people stop punching women in the face. But to go back to her, there was some progress in her situation. So let's see what happened.
Okay, just want to give an update on getting punched in the face. I said I was done fucking crying on the internet, and here I am. But yeah, I am going to the hospital. I feel like I'm probably, oh my god, it looks like I have a fucking devil horn. Honestly, that's kind of fitting. Anyway, yeah, I was just walking on the sidewalk and my head was down. I was like looking at my phone, just sending an email, but there was so much room on the sidewalk and like literally nobody was around. And I guess this man, I don't know if he punched me or if he owed me. I literally passed out. So I don't really remember, but I think he just was really mad that my head was down. He was walking a dog.
He was really mad that my head was down. Okay, I guess people are entitled to their emotions and it's fine to feel anger over that, but it doesn't give you the right to punch someone. If it bothered him that much, he should have just like speed walked around her and not looked back, if it was that much of a problem.
So he took it upon himself to body check me and let me know to be conscious of my surroundings, which now I fucking will be. And then I fell to the ground and I like literally blacked out for a second, but then I got up and he was screaming at me, and I was just like scared, so I literally just ran away. And then I was like, wait, am I crazy? Like, what the fuck just happened? And then I was like, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, I'm going to just urgent care. That's probably so fucking drama. I could put some frozen peas on it and be fine, but everybody's like, go to urgent care. And since I did black out for a second, maybe just in case I have a concussion or something, I don't know. We'll see.
And now every single time she goes out, she's going to remember, oh, if I'm not aware enough of my surroundings, I could get punched again. What kind of dystopia are we living in? She made another video though.
Hi, girl who got punched in the face on Monday morning here. I know it's very shocking to believe that this is the same person, okay? He really caught me at a bad moment here. Anyway, I wasn't going to talk about this situation again, but I do feel I have a responsibility to let the girlies of New York City know that the man who assaulted me has been arrested. This is him. The New York Post wrote a whole article about it.
Yeah, so at least in her case, her attacker was arrested, which is wonderful because I'm certain there are plenty of women out there who they have no idea who the attacker was and will never know, but at least they do know this guy. So at least for her, there was some form of justice.
The NYPD got surveillance footage from the stores where the scene of the crime happened.
They called me in, they took statements from me, and he was arrested today. They were very on it and helpful, and obviously they arrested him very quickly. So I do highly encourage any of the girls who have also been assaulted, please make sure if this happens to you, report it to the police and try to remember as much detail as you possibly can, where it happened. If you can get a photo of them, that'd be amazing. I remembered barely anything and the police were still able to narrow it down. But yeah, that's the last and final update of this situation. Hopefully girls out there stay safe.
When I first saw the video and then basically saw other women speaking up of, hey, me too, I was so shocked that this was actually a thing. I, similarly to a lot of other women, thought that, oh yeah, it's like a one-off case, maybe there's a couple here, but so many women have come forward to be like, yeah, no, this random man just came up and decked me. Why is that a thing? And why is it primarily in New York City specifically? If it was actually like a thing, I would assume it would be in all like big cities. You know, there'd be some punchers in LA and Chicago and blah, 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 which I'm sure there are, but the spotlight is on New York City, so the other cities are maybe not getting as much highlights. But it's so strange that especially in New York, so many women in New York City are like, yep, that's happened to me. What a horrible way to have like some camaraderie with other fellow women. Like that is a horrible link to have with someone. That's not, I don't want to share that with anybody. I don't want to have that in common with someone. And so many women do. And I don't know where it came from, but I hope it stops. But I do hope in the future more women, if it does happen to them, I hope it doesn't, but if it does, they continue to come forward and talk about their experiences. So if there are more men that are doing this, they also get caught. I want all of them to get caught and face the consequences of their actions. Like, you can't just walk up to people and punch them? That's so crazy.
You guys, I was literally just walking and a man came up and punched me in the face. Oh my God, it hurts so bad. I can't even talk. Literally, I fell to the ground and now this giant goose egg is forming and I'm like, oh my God, it looks so crazy.